So the Tampa Bay Lightning have traded Sergachev to the Utah Hockey Club in exchange for JJ Moser, Conor Geekie, a 2024 7th round pick, and a 2025 2nd round pick. Why would the Lightning decide to move off Sergachev, a young, promising defenseman just entering his prime? I think a lot of it has to do with his cap hit. Due to a lot of the bigger contracts you have with the Lightning due to their dynasty, $8.5 million off the books will be a breath of fresh air and possibly allow them to add more depth into their lineup so they're not a 1 to 2 line team. But that being said, losing a guy like Sergachev is a massive loss. Maybe this allows them to retain Stamkos, but you're giving up a number 1 defenseman entering his prime for some unproven prospects. Now, I will say, Conor Geekie was taken 11th overall in the 2022 NHL entry draft. In the WHL this past season, he had 99 points. He was absolutely tremendous. So it's not like they're just getting garbage in return. Geekie could become a solid top 6 center in his own right, but you're giving up a current great asset for potential. Sometimes that works out, sometimes it doesn't. But as for the Utah Hockey Club, I think this makes a lot of sense. They have a lot of talent up and down the lineup, a lot of young, promising forwards. And while Geekie does look like to be a promising prospect, you already have a lot of good young players on your squad, and you allowed yourself to add a bona fide number 1 defenseman that's locked up until 2031. Considering they just drafted iginla in Utah, and this will be their first big trade in their franchise's history, they're looking to hit the ground running, and with how much talent they have up and down the lineup, and the addition of a guy like Sergachev, Utah could surprise some people this season, and if you're a Utah hockey fan, you have to be excited to see that they're deciding to build and get better immediately. But as for the Lightning, a lot of this trade had to do with cap restrictions, but it will be interesting to see what they do going forward with their available cap space. So if I was to say who won the deal right now, who would it be? I'm gonna go with the Utah Hockey Club. Yes, they gave up some assets, but in exchange, you get a bona fide number 1 D-man that is considered to be elite, and you have him under a long-term contract. Now, this could balance out as time goes on. If Conor Geekie enters the NHL and hits the ground running and fulfills his potential, I feel like this deal could look more balanced. But as of right now, I'm thinking Utah won this deal. But I'd like to know your thoughts down below in the comments section. Who do you believe won this trade? Did you like this trade, hate this trade? I'm Captain Paul. We'll see you in the next one.